Is that a mother flipping JoJo's reference?
Cool.
ようこそ Watashi no Soul Society. Welcome back, you Lord of the Mysteries enjoyers. Now today we're gonna be spoiling ourselves. Today we're gonna be checking out Lord of the Mysteries. This is Chibi version, episode 3, and yes, I'm also gonna be checking out episode 4. But before we get to this little tidbit over here, the main kind of topic, or the main kind of topic will be about this kind of like comment over here, which by the way, big shout outs to Merlin Spire over here, and big shout outs also to Amon Mon, one of my commentators who made this playlist. But yeah, this one over here, it was a comment from my episode 2 reaction, as you guys can see over here. Big shout outs to Hamza or HMSA1432 for this comment. A big help in the community, a big help in the comment section. And yeah, before we do get into this, let me just play the soundtrack. Oh, actually, I'll just hold up. As a little dessert for the end, right? As a little dessert for the end. The man, the myth, the legend, the farmer himself. We're gonna be checking this out. Alright, so we playing the Bleach opening, or not Bleach opening, but Aizen. Aizen theme song. Which, by the way, shout outs to Lo-Fi Monkey. Yeah. This type of comment, man, I freaking love, man. Why? Because it challenges the way I think. It challenges the way I kind of theory craft, right? In which case, in here, it says, not trying to burst your bubble, but there are a lot of holes in your theory about the beyond the world being Earth from thousands of years ago. Yeah, I could already tell I'm going to be coughing a good amount this video. But, this one just kind of stems from literally my theory about you guys remember in episode 1 how I kind of said like the not acting principle, the luck enhancement ritual. It worked on zooming Rui's world, present China. It worked over there, and then that kind of zooming Rui doing that ritual made him basically transmigrate to beyond the world, as bro over here is calling it. But in the beyond the world, Klein Moretti as zooming Rui as Klein Moretti, I'm just gonna call him Klein for my sake, for my sanity, also did the luck enhancement ritual, which it also worked, but it didn't kind of have the same outcome as when Klein did it in modern world China, right? But yeah, I do believe that there's a good chance of like it being the same Earth, just like being thousands, maybe even millions of years in the past. But let me continue reading this. The first and most obvious one being that the beyond the world. Okay, hold up. I'm fucking blind as fuck. There we go. The first and most obvious one being that the beyond the world's technological history clashes with Earth's. The current time in the show, 1349, mirrors Earth's 1800s Victorian era, which yes, I do agree, it does kind of look like that. The clothes, the clothes and attire are identical to the 19th century, and the technology is already advanced and reminiscent of the Industrial Revolution. The steam engine and electricity already exist, so do guns, clocks, gas lamps, airships, newspapers, steam locomotives, etc. This is gonna be some kind of like a theory kind of video, plus obviously the thing over here, but let me keep on reading. Where was it? Should they already exist? So the guns, yep, locomotives, etc. It wouldn't make sense for Earth to have these things thousands of years ago because one, there are no records of humanity being this technologically advanced. I'm gonna get to this. I'm gonna get to this little juicy part over here. And two, it would mean Earth would have reached the technological heights of the modern age thousands of years ago. Keep in mind, I feel like on episode 1, I did kind of mention how some people in our world kind of theorize that the ancient Egypt, right, in our world, how maybe technologic, yeah, technologic. It's either one of the two. Technologically advanced the ancient Egypt people are, because how the flying fuck were they actually able to build those fucking pyramids, right? So people are kind of having schizo theories about that. In which case, yeah, over here have reached technological heights of modern age thousands of years ago. This I will also kind of get to, but just keep in mind that pyramid theory kind of like not really theory, but thought. Keep my pyramid thought in your brain for a little bit. Humor it, and I also did kind of mention something about a reset that from what I'm kind of like remembering on episode one. I did mention something about a reset. Keep that also in mind. We would not still have been using swords, horses, candles, etc. in the 17th century, while the clothes were still very primitive and people still used sundials 800 years ago. Additionally, the Beyond the World's history shares none of the details of Earth's history. The continent, countries, and languages are different and unfamiliar. This one's gonna be a good amount of where my topic or theory kind of stems to, right? The Beyond the World's epochs have never existed in our world, not to mention in the Beyond the World, not a single person has been able to translate Roselle's Chinese diary, which tells us Chinese does not and never has existed in this world. Hold up, let me write something. Um, what was it? Epoch slash continents slash countries, then languages as well. Okay, okay. All right. Also, not a spoiler because they just cut this out of the anime. Roselle also plagiarized many quote stories. Okay, hold up. Where's my Bleach soundtrack? Loop that guy. Go here. Of an anime, Roselle also plagiarized many quote stories and literature from Earth, like Shakespeare. He bought a lot of Earth's knowledge of technology and science. As we do know in episode 1, Klein did kind of surmise that Roselle himself is also a transmigrator, and my theory about Roselle as well. Bro is the dude selling the phones to Zooming Rui on the Chibi version episode 1. And he was also, right, also the owner of the luck enhancement ritual, which I still believe that Roselle 2.0, Timu Roselle 2.0, is Emperor Roselle, just transmigrated at a different time than Klein's, right? So just let me cook, okay? Let me cook. Okay, hold up. Technology and science, art and culture into the beyond the world, which wouldn't make sense if it was Earth, because Earth would have these things invented a long, long time before they actually were. Also, while you're right about people in the middle of the medieval age using quills to write pens already exist in our world in the 1800s, if you look closely in the scene when Klein signs the contract in Dunn's office, he uses a traditional fountain pen. And yes, I think this is talking about when Klein was somewhat signing into the Nighthawks. But let me get into my theory now. Um, in our world, have you guys ever heard of the supercontinent called Pangea? Cause like I feel like if you think about it that way, it would start to slowly make sense, right? I was just kind of like thinking about this when I did read this for the first time, but like Pangea. Um, Imagine the world that we had today. For the people who do not know, I'm gonna explain it a little bit, but you guys can search it up whenever you guys have time. But yeah, Pangea, literally a supercontinent from thousands, millions of years ago. Um, Pangea is made out of all of our continents that we know of today. So way back then, like it I guess it kind of like broke up, and I guess it became the continents that we know of today once again, right? Imagine this. Where was it? Where was it? The Pangea, the beyond the world, at the past, right? At the past. when Pangea broke, that would be what? That would be kind of like the reset that I would be kind of like let's say talk about. Um and then when everything kind of broke apart to all the other continents that we know of today, that's how what? People would have what invented their own languages, countries, and again continents. Wait. During the breakup of Pangea, or during the reset of the world, let's just call it that, the reset. Hold up, let me actually write reset. Reset. What would have happened to the reset? Would there have been some kind of magical kind of shit that happened to cause that fucking reset? And so in that what? In that magical bullshit that happened there, everybody just kind of like lost their memories, and then they were forced to make their own languages again. Let's just say in here, right? When the continents broke up, people made their own languages, English, freaking Chinese, Japanese, whatever kind of languages that we know of today. That kind of explains over here somewhat. And then Pangea era, let's call it, or supercontinent Pangea era, the languages that they would have been speaking is what? Loanese, Hermes, ancient Hermes. Humor me for a bit. I'm just theory crafting, okay? I'm just theory crafting. But yeah, that would kind of explain that countries wouldn't have existed during the Pangea era. And like at that time, what? They would have only had the, again, in, what was it? In old Neil classes, I think it was one or two, it was saying that the whole big fucking ass continent is where they are at, right? As of right now, I've only watched episode 1, 2, 3, 4, and I did 1, 2, 3, 4 of old Neil as well, and then like chibi versions as well. But yeah, in old Neil class, he did say that the big ass continent is where they are at right now. I don't know if there's any more kind of like continent. I'm gonna assume that it's only gonna be one, but I'm gonna leave the door open for future me to kind of like theorize if there's gonna be more continents outside of this one that's like um only what taught to me as of right now. And in that continent, we have the Phazak Empire, Lowen Kingdom, Fena Potter Kingdom, and then Republic of Intis. This is what's introduced to me as of right now. Again, I don't know if there's gonna be more continents being shown in the future or whatnot, but I'm just going off of my knowledge as of right now and what I have watched. But yeah, that's kind of like the basis of like where my head is kind of going from. Old Neil saying that there's this one huge massive continent which I think would be Pangea, and then I'm simply simplifying everything right now, right? Old Neil saying that one big massive continent. I know I'm being repetitive, but I have to keep on repeating it so people understand it. And then I think that is Pangea. We had a reset when Pangea broke apart, and then when it broke apart, what? Some magical bullshit probably caused that. And then again, once it broke apart, different continents started kind of like forming again, as we know of today. Countries started forming, languages started being invented again by the people who what maybe lost their fucking memories or some shit like that, right? So that sort of kind of explains this part over here. Come on, let me highlight this part. What else did I write over there again? um The epoch part, that one, I think I could just explain it like, imagine how we of today kind of use in our timeline. We use like 19th century, 20th century, 21st century. What if back then in the Pangea era, they just used the epoch to kind of mark their timeline? In which case it would be very, very different. For each epoch, what they would start up at 1, then 2, 3, 4 until it gets to what 1349. But then in here, bro is saying that the current time in show 1349 mirrors Earth's 1800 Victorian. Honestly, I got nothing for that. All I'll say about that is maybe they just had this same kind of styles and aesthetics. Maybe I don't know, but if you think about it that way, then it would kind of fit, right? And then the clothes as well. Now, how do I kind of expand upon this? You guys know Attack on Titan, the anime, very, very amazing. If you guys haven't watched it, I suggest you guys watch it, but I will say a major kind of spoiler on it right now. So, spoiler warning, you have been warned. In there, at the very, very end of that movie, right? When Eren was buried underneath that tree, we see Mikasa and then the gang, everybody kind of pull up over there, but then Mikasa's still there. And then years and years pass, and then we see scenes of peace and then war, and then at some point everything just kind of gets fucking deleted and then just fucking bombarded with fucking bombs until basically there's like some sort of reset in the time so that like what come on brain, come on think. There's a reset in time, in which case there was also that boy that was shown with a dog finding out about the tree and then him kind of going into it, which is kind of like there's a loop there happening. I don't know. That to me is very interesting, and I talk about that because there's also that reset aspect over there, right? But it's not super identical to this. But then again, it's like a totally different anime. But then, like, just keep the way you think very open. Be open minded in how you're trying to like watch this series, right? But yeah, I feel like the epochs being explained as the different, or how they used to refer to times, would make sense. And as far as the what? Guns, clocks, gas lamps, airships, newspapers, and steam locomotives. This one, honestly, I'm fucking stumped. Maybe like steam locomotive, this was because of like the other, what was it? The other transmigrator. What was his name? Mr. Roselle. Maybe this was because of Emperor Roselle. And then as far as guns, clocks, gas lamps, airships, and newspapers, I don't know, man. I'm still at the theory crafting stage, so I don't know, but I do find it very, very interesting, man. Again, this world of Beyonders, this world of Lord of the Mysteries, so much mystery, so much things to find out and like theory craft on. So once again, this just shows you how amazing the world building is here, bro. It really is. And again, I'm still on episode 4, and I'm fucking finding it fantastic as fuck. But yeah, that's kind of like my Pangea theory, if it makes sense. I know I was kind of like sort of all over the place where I was kind of talking about, but in a way you can kind of connect the dots over there. And as far as over here, not to mention the Beyond the World, not a single person has been able to translate Roselle's Chinese diary, which tells us Chinese does not and never has existed in this world. Again, if you think about it in my theory point of view, Chinese would have existed after the reset, right? When Pangea broke up and like the continents we know of today started forming. So that would have been in the future. Roselle transmigrated in the past in Pangea, where nobody knew what Chinese was. It's still yet to be invented. So I kind of feel like that would kind of work with this. I feel like that theory does kind of like suit over here. And what else? I mean, this part over here is kind of somewhat self-explanatory. Like my thought process on the quill and the fucking oh my gosh, dude, that freaking feather, bro, it got me acting crazy. The invisible feather. Every single time we hear like a kind of writing sound effect at the background. Every single time they show it, man. But yeah, my thought process on that is like, what if it was like a feathered quill that like people write about, and then Actually, now that I'm thinking about it from my own fucking knowledge, what if that in itself is like one of those artifacts? You guys know, right? In what episode 3, they introduced the artifacts, and then the what was it? The artifacts, and then there was one more thing that they kind of introduced there. No, that ain't it. Oh yeah, yeah. Episode 3, they introduced the artifacts and then the charms. The artifact we were introduced to was 2-049. But yeah, what if that would have been like an actual like artifact itself, like the feathered quill or the feather in itself? Now that I'm thinking about it, what if, right? It's very, very interesting, man. But I think that's about it from my kind of theory about this. Again, I love comments like this where it just kind of challenges the way I think, right? My thought process and my theory crafting. I love it, bro. I love it. And hold up. Let me just scan through my little book over here. Um. Oh, there's also this one. Yeah, I kind of forgot about this. You guys know in like what? Episode 4? Remember how Oh shoot. Hold up. Pause that guy. Remember how old Neil was doing the ritualistic magic thingy in in asking, right? Asking the goddess or the goddess? Oh, the lady, asking the lady, which I'm gonna transfer over to as the goddess, the Evernight goddess. Why? Because well, Nighthawks fucking serve what, the Church of Evernight goddess. So I'm assuming that the lady in that sense is like the Evernight goddess. So yeah, remember old Neil fucking doing the ritualistic magic to do the to get that 30-pound debt fucking settled, right? And bro actually just happens to stumble upon the wallet of the rich dude, which gave him a reward of exactly 30 pound. The what is it? The freaking crazy shit about that I just thought of is like, bro, praying to the goddess, and then the goddess kind of like basically saying yes to this, and then granting what, her freaking powers of some sort. Basically, what I'm getting at is the goddess kind of made that shit happen. That means that the goddess is able to kind of control the future into like what she wants to happen. So, okay, think about it like this. Old Neil, ritualistic magic, telling goddess, over here, goddess, um, he wants 30 pounds to settle his debt. And then goddess did some witchcraft kind of I don't know, some magic type shit, in which case she was able to control the future outcome to where old Neil is able to get that 30 pounds. So you're telling me that the goddess itself has the power to control the future. At the time, I didn't really think so much about it because I was just kind of thinking of it as a joke. But then now that I kind of like lock in on it, it's like, baby girl, this goddess that we're being introduced to is like, she got the power to control the fucking future. That shit's cracked as fuck. It's OP as hell, man. But yeah. Let me see once more if I got some shit over here. Uh, Honestly, I think that's about it for that. Also, quick little somewhat update. I know it's kind of random right now, but I did kind of buy myself a new book. It has notes of the Fool, which I wrote myself. I kind of proud of that. But this is literally my less messy book. This other book that I have over here is kind of like it's when I write shit very fast while watching the episode. But this is gonna be the clean kind of version. So just a little tidbit over here. Yep. And kind of I still have to write everything on my other book onto this one, but yeah, kind of doing some of this and that and some other random shit. But thought I'd show you guys that. And what else? What else was I gonna be talking about? Honestly, I think that's about it for this comment. Shout outs again to Hamza1432. And now, finally, I know, been a minute. I've been yapping for a good 20 plus minutes. Damn. Yeah. Finally, we're gonna be checking out Chibi version episode 3, and after this one, I promise I'm gonna get to episode 4 right away. Okay? So let's lock in. Theater terminating contract. Ooh, hello. Adorable baby sis. Dude, this to me, when they actually did kind of show this, bro, it was just so heartwarming and like just super, super wholesome, man. Because like, again, we were introduced to Klein and Melissa at the episode 1. We knew how their living conditions were. And like because of that living condition, again, Melissa somewhat has to mature a little bit than what her age kind of suggests, right? So yeah, man, them having all of this now, big freaking W. Also, Benson, bro. Benson been freaking amazing. Bro, been keeping the family alive, man. Meanwhile, Klein just been out here fucking reading some random ass book and then just, bro. Oh my gosh. Yeah, man. This scene, freaking wholesome. There's still 6 months left on the lease over at Iron Cross Street. Okay. Stingy landlords, am I right?
不用担心，美丽莎，都在我身上。
Oh. Big bro Benson. Is that a mother flipping JoJo's reference? This author, bro, transcends the level of legendary. Bro transcends the level of mythical. Bro is just pure freaking goated. For bro to be including JoJo references. Bro's got my respect. Bro has my respect.
先生，
Damn, bro,
弗兰奇
what
先生，
gold pound is fucking wild. Also, in my new book, I did actually kind of write down the money kind of system. In which case, one of the commentators actually did say it. Big shout outs to you. You know who you are. 12 copper equals 1 silver solely. 20 silver solely equals 1 gold pound. 1 gold pound equals 240 coppers, which, mind you, I think around now Klein is getting paid 6 solely. If I got that shit correct. No, that's Benson. Benson getting paid 6 silver solely, and then Klein getting paid 12, I believe. And yeah, they also did kind of write that like 1 copper pence or pence copper is like 0.42 USD. 1 solely is equals to 5 USD, and then 1 gold pound is 100 US dollars. Okay.
当赚的更多。
Ooh.
我们3个人的租金呢是5苏的6便士，如果是6、7个人的家庭，肯定愿意为此。
Yo, it just happens to be, bro. It just happens to be right here. If it were a family of, nah, I don't say that. I don't say that.
支付更多。那就19苏了。哎，最近停更房租一直在上涨，我们住的越久，您损失越多。18苏了。
W. Benson, bro. He be coming up with this shit on the fucking spot. He the big brother, bro. He is him, bro.
我需要时间来寻找新租客。我相信您2天内
Look at bro smiling.
就能找到。其实我们只要转租出去，半年就能赚到18苏了。但我们并没有这么做。
That intrigues this landlord of theirs.
还会赔偿您这2天的损失，就用我们交的押金3苏的。
Damn. Brother clutched up 1 gold to 3 solely, bro. Headcanon. What if Benson is secretly a Beyonder? And then just bro, just fucking flexing like this. His fucking, I don't know, man. He's just fucking mental games type shit, bro. Yo, imagine.
范森，你真是一个有良心、做事诚实的年轻人。
Yo, W fans. And look at these two, just freaking bamboozled, bro. Benson, you're a genius. That he is, man. That he is.
毕竟房东先生的智商还不如。
There's an IQ of a curly. Is this a take on? Is this a take on those freaking baboons we saw in episode 1 of Chibi version? 17 solely, yeah? You know what? Fair enough, baby girl. Fair enough. One of my commentators did say that Melissa, oh my gosh, her love for bread, insane. In which case, hey, no complaints here, bro. I find it adorable. I find it cute. So let it be. Yo, imagine though, baby girl spending one whole gold to buy bread. Yeah. Yo, imagine that shit. Drowning in bread. Bread is life. Bread is indeed life. All right. Pause before I get into the episode 4. Just 1 sec. Washroom break. Okay. We back, baby. We back. Q Theater Divination Club. This is Chibi version episode 4 once again. We are going to be doing both episodes on the same vids, all right? And episode 4 was from my memory called I think Magic Mirror. Mr. Moretti. Did bro fucking take over Hansan Vincent or Vincent Hansa? I forgot which freaking thing it actually goes into, but yeah. Basically the dude that he defeated, man.
这么年轻，真的吗？
Ooh, does bro doubt his powers? Oh, fool! Let go, baby!
这位先生，今日不宜出门，恐有灾祸天降。
Disaster coming from the sky. Heed thy words, for he is the fool.
什么灾祸天降
？Headcanon? He says, or he sees nothing right now, but somebody in the second floor of this building got a dumb piss on him. You guys remember in episode 1 how when Klein was running away from the Nighthawk people, or specifically from Dunn, he went into the alley, every freaking thing stopped, like a sort of time stop, and then there was like a fucking water bucket kind of thing. I thought that shit was piss, but it wasn't. But in here, yo, imagine. Because bro is saying that some shit from the sky is gonna come. So imagine somebody just throws a fucking bucket of piss on him. 8 pence? Yo, Loki, that's kind of cheap, no? Actually, I guess no, not really cheap, but he is divining for them.
我就知道年轻人不靠谱。
You know what? That's better than a piss, bro. That's better than a piss. Yo, Loki, this kind of reminding me of old Neil as well, man. Oh my gosh. Do you doubt me, my student? And that's me kind of like saying, old Neil saying to Klein that Klein's doubting his ritualistic magic. In here, in this case, in this scenario, bro doubted the divination of the fool himself. Well, guess what, buddy boy? This what you get, man. Yo, ass cook, bro. Soundtrack popping off. I mean, Loki, that is kind of big, though. Imagine getting fucking poop on your head. Yo. Bro, just sipping tea. Yo, hold up. You know what? Now that they started now that you know that they started doubting you at first, and you only charged them 8 pence, upcharge. Fuck him, bro. fucking make so much fucking bread from this that you literally just don't have to fucking work no more, bro. Because right now, you did see that they doubted, bro. Right? They doubted Klein Moretti, Mr. Fool himself, of his divinations. Just because of that, I'm charging each one of you double the price. I charged little bro over there. Hey, he already got smited. So I don't know, dude.
我看这金钱，嫂子
Only I'd known, I would have said a hyper. Hey, hold up though. You ain't done. You can still do it. You can still raise the price.
就将占卜费定高
It's up to you, bruh. That's it? Oh, okay. So I guess that's it. Whew. Overall thoughts. Overall thoughts of these Chibi episodes. I freaking love them, man. They're just like an extra kind of content. Well, also to farm, but like an extra content of and context of like what happens behind the scenes of like Lord of the Mysteries, right? The dongwa in itself, I guess the skip parts, if you will. So I do genuinely freaking enjoy it, and like them having these kind of like slice of life esque kind of moments. I do love it, but hold up. Before we do get into it, let me glaze, let me hype the mans up. how do I come up with this actually? The man, the myth, the legend. He who farms on unfarmable soils. The farmer himself, Mr. Kaka TV. So as of right now, obviously I'm not gonna be farming this. We're doing a pre-farm, right? We're gonna do a pre-farm of Lord of the Mysteries, nuclear drama. This was what 10 months ago, bro. 10 freaking months ago. But that is gonna be it from me. If you guys enjoyed my reaction to this and my theory crafting to I guess Pangea, let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, comment, like, and subscribe. That's gonna be it. I will see you guys on the next one.